It's Inky Mann on the scene, making that green. People always ask, what the hell does that mean?
I'm not afraid. You will be. You will be. You bet your ass.
What up? It's your boy. Happy Hump Day. What's going on, party people? Let me tell you something. 2023 to 2024 has been really crazy. So, last show I did, I talked about losing a grand bunny who has since been replaced today. The car accident, a couple of trips to the hospital. At this very moment, I'm going through a series of panic attacks. So it's like if I get into a situation where I'm just sitting, I'm just chilling, then my mind starts thinking and it just starts messing with me. So I started realizing that a lot of the things that are happening are tests on my character. You know what I mean? Like the things that are happening to me are tests. They're not for me to stop, right? When I do the show on Monday, I have the Motivation Monday. For those of you who do not know that, I have Motivation Monday where I dedicate that Monday to pretty much doing my own sermon of some type to boost your productivity or your mindset, your level of success, just being that guy, right? But the thing was, how am I going to do that when I'm in a messed up position? You know what I mean? I could have easily came on here and talked about different things, and it would have been therapeutic for me and therapeutic for certain people. But I have really been going through some things in these first 2 months, and this is my birthday month. You know what I'm saying? And typically I try to celebrate my birthday the entire month, just doing stuff. I only got a few more days left. Now a week left. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's right. It's a leap year. So a week and a day or two. You know what I mean? To do some things. But anyway, I am now 51. I failed at retiring at 50, so I'm going to try it at 51. I kind of took my time with coming back because I wanted to make sure that when I came back, I had something for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the most electrifying, the most entertaining, and the downright most incredible channel on YouTube, the Inky Mann Channel, where motivation meets gluttony, where Vegas meets victory, and where your love for the Patriots meets its match. Don't miss out on the fun, the food, and the fanaticism, because life is too short not to laugh along with Inky Mann. Subscribe now to the Inky Mann Show channel.
Y'all better give us some of this pimping. So, as the show was ending last year, I was getting to the point of doing interviews with people that I knew who were doing things. And in the process of doing those interviews, editing them and all of that, I lined up more interviews. So there's going to be some more guests on the show. I'm really excited about that. But I also wanted to change or do something different with this show, right? For the most part, this show is all about me, period. The Inky Mann Show, all right? What I know, what I think, my viewpoints, my mindset, things I want to show, education, whatever. It's all about me, right? That's what this show is about. It's all about me. But the point of it is for me to show you something, My goal is for you to be inspired, motivate, take something from this until you see me again in a couple of days. So, I was just in I literally was in my Facebook, speaking of my birthday, and I had about 156 birthday shouts. So if any of you have been getting notified about that post, that's because I'm just going through it, and I'm doing it piecemeal. I'm not doing it all the way through. doing it piecemeal. Another thing that I've taken away from the situations that's going on with me with the panic attacks and everything that's going on prior to that is for me to just slow down. Just before everything hit, Cookie had actually put her foot down and told me to relax. And from that point, I relaxed. And then I got too relaxed. I started self-medicating. Then it was around my birthday, so I definitely was burning something too, you know. And I got to the point that I really believe that my panic attacks are coming from that. And the reason I believe that is because I've talked to enough people. Anxiety seems to be this thing. I remember being anxious when I was a young boy. I'd be anxious for Christmas, for birthdays and stuff. And there'd be that feeling in your stomach, the butterflies in your stomach. And I never thought that there was anything bad with that. I don't know if still to this day if there is anything bad with that. But that's still anxiety. And now when you're smoking weed, legalized weed, there's all these chemicals and stuff that are being put into it to be able to enable it to be one type of strand or one type of flavor and all that other stuff. But the things that are being put in there that are not naturally already in it, I think are affecting people. And I'm the type of person who smokes indica, which is the type of strain that puts you, the way they have it is indica is a strain that puts you in, they call it Indo because it puts you in the couch. You know what I mean? You burn that, you in the couch. Whereas a sativa is more of a creative, writing all day, cleaning, joy, happy, that kind of thing. And then the hybrid is a mix of the two. I'm more so an Indo smoker, which essentially is a downer. So with that, it brings up, I believe, it brings up depression. It brings up, whereas you're being triggered to kind of just relax and chill, you can relax and chill too much. And I think that that's the case. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm wrong. If I'm right, tell me that I'm right. Because I really I'm trying to figure this out on my own. All right, and talking to other people and things like that. But these panic attacks are coming from smoking, which has come from just chilling and relaxing, which I did need, but I think I just relaxed a little bit too much. So I'm back. My new year started February 1st, which is my birthday. February 1st, 2024. January was a bust. January was a bust in December. Okay? January was a bust. It was just a month for me to binge watch TV. I mean, I was watching news, radio, the bookie. I got all the streaming services between me and Cookie. We got all the streaming services back up. Paramount Plus and Disney and Hulu and all of them. Cut the cable off. You know what I'm saying? So I was just doing a lot of binge watching, listening to podcasts while I was out there driving, kind of getting some kind of ideas as to what I wanted to do with the show. One idea I had was to kind of turn this into kind of like a talk show, where the show would start off, I'm doing a little monologue or whatever on today's viewpoints, whatever, do some jokes, bring in some guests. And it's not that I won't do those things, but as opposed to just put my foot down and saying that this is what's going to happen, which is always my downfall, I'll just do and see what works. So be expecting a different show, 2024. Something different about it. Big shout to Frank and Ranier. The compatible couple to Cookie and It. So if you know me on Facebook, if you're a friend of mine, you see that every once in a while, me and Cookie go out with this couple and we go to the movies, we go to Smash. Actually we had to do that. We go to the movies, we go out to eat, we've gone to escape rooms, we went to the Michael Jackson show, we went to go see Wildin' Out. These people are genuine people that we love to death, man. And so the latest outing that we had with them was to go see the movie One Love, which was about Bob Marley in the concert, the Freedom concert that he had put on. Great movie. And the thing is, I'm so there was a time I was so steeped in the Jamaican culture as far as just understanding rhythms and sound clash and reggae Sting International and things like that. Favorite artist of all time is Ninja Man them. What is the artist that put me on? Was Tiger with Ron Dancehall. I automate that's call me Ron Dancehall. So there was a time that I had this CD set that was 4 CDs that went down the history of reggae music from the beginning of dub and all of that down. So when I'm watching this movie and Cox and Dodd comes out and the Wailers are there and they talk about Peter Tosh and Bunny Wailer, and I'm like, oh. Now the thing that was interesting to me is that we went to the movies to see this, and it wasn't like, I want to say it was the day that it came out. It was definitely a couple weeks ago, last weekend. But the point is, when we went in there, we could have sat anywhere. I thought that place was going to be packed, and it wasn't like we went at midnight. We went at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. No. Yeah, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Went there and then we went to go eat something. We could have sat anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We could have played musical chairs through the whole movie if that's what we chose to do. There was that much space. So hopefully he's getting more. That movie's getting more play in other places because it's an important movie. It's an important movie. I'm going to give a big shout to my man JD for the Super Bowl commercial. Yes, sir. Big shout to my man JD. I want to give a big shout to my man Uhuru for his book and this book tour. But his face was put on a Wheaties box. Wheaties box. You hear what I tell you? A Wheaties box. Big shout to my man Ro. You know, one of the things that I went through with this hiatus, so to speak, this era, I started to really reflect on everything. Being 50, going into being 51, my grandkids, my daughters, my parents, and the fact that all of them are over there, hundreds of miles away from me. So one of the things that came out of that was just the whole thing of ageism. You know, because like I said, I've been watching a lot of TV, podcasts, you know, doing what other entertainers do that are creatives, watching things to kind of get ideas. So as I'm watching these things and I'm getting ideas, there's things that are triggering me to think about my actual life and the things that are going on. And I'm realizing I'm an old guy. I just fell on the steps. I literally just fell on the steps just before I was recording this. Fell up the steps. Can you dig it? My big toe is hurting like a mug. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm going through panic attacks right now. One of my knees feels like it's ripped. I actually got on a knee like I was capping it. I think I was tying my shoes or something, and it felt like a rock was in my knee, and I'm looking, there ain't no rock at all. I touched my knee, and it's messed up. So there's a lot of work I got to do because I'm not giving up. These are all just obstacles. These are just problems. These are problems that need to be solved, and that's going to be my thing for this year. But it really hit home what ageism is, it made me really focus on, I got to make something happen, man. You know what I mean? Because the things that we used to be promised are not there anymore. You know, you used to go to a job and you worked there for a certain amount of time and you left and you got your pension, you got a Social Security coming in and all that other stuff. Now these jobs are at a point where they're making you have a 401k, making you being in charge of your own investments, be in charge of your own future. So Social Security is not dependent upon. All right, but at the same time, while that's a situation that seems to be a situation. You turn around and you see these kids who are in their 10s and their 20s and their 30s, and they're making 10s and 20s and $30,000 a month. And it's like, where they do that at? Here. So why I ain't doing it? That's yet to be answered. But it was something that hit home. It really did. It hit home. Being 51, man. Some people are, I mean, there's people older than that. So, I mean, I'm glad I reached it. And one thing I want to give, I mean, there's a lot of things going on online with Cat Williams and the things he's been saying, and Steve Harvey having his name dragged through the mud. But there's one thing that I will say that I do love about Steve Harvey is this saying that he has said that I wish maybe I need to put it on a shirt, or he needs to put it on a shirt or something. The goal is to get old. That's the goal. And yet, I'll say here in America, we don't realize that until we are old. When you're young and you think that you're invincible and that you won't be old and all that stuff, I don't know why we think that, but when you think that, that this is what we think, and you're in your 10, your 20, your 30s, and then turn around, you're 50, and you think you could still do backflips. You still think that you could wear the same clothes without looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a crisis for me right now as far as what kind of clothes to clothe myself in. I'm literally watching YouTube videos of grown men and the things that they wear. I forgot this one guy's name. He's like wearing all kinds of different things and saying things like grown men should not be wearing acid wash or light colored jeans. You should be wearing a nice dark colored jean. And even in the pictures that he showed, the jeans look tight. I went and bought some jeans the other day, and I don't know why that taper style. Like, can I just I mean, look, I'll wear a pair of dad jeans. I don't care, because I'm a dad. Damn it, I'm a granddad. I will wear some dad jeans. Put them back on the shelf, man. Damn. I think I took up enough of y'all time. Happy Hump Day.
Hump Day.
To you. I'm back. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for riding with your boy. I was putting out little things, little seeds, like little reels and shorts and things like that. And I was getting some heavy attention. So it let me realize y'all still are looking for me. So I'm back. I'm back. And with that, y'all be good. Later. I'm out, yo. I'm out, yo.
Tune in Friday for some more of that chocolatey goodness.
I'm out, yo. I'm out, yo.